Good morning, reception. It's Friday and it's our last lesson on our science that we've been doing this week, all about exploring how we group lots of different animals. And today we're going to be focusing on showing what you found. So showing what you found in your groups of animals, how you group them, and what you found, how many animals were in each group, which group had the fewest, which group had the most animals in it. Okay, so well done for yesterday's grouping. How did you decide to group your animals? How many animals did you tally in each of your groups? Do you remember the tally marks? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 across? Super. So if you haven't got your groups and your tally marks handy today, don't worry, because you can use Mrs. McLean's groupings. So what I'd like you to do in this moment is I'd like you to pause the video and I want you to look at Mrs. McLean's groups and see, can you see how I've grouped them? What did I decide to do? So pause the video and have a look. How's Mrs. McLean grouped the animals? Did you get it? Yeah, I grouped the animals by the number of legs that they have. So these here all have 4 legs. These animals here all have 2 legs. And finally, this third group, these in here don't have any legs. And that's how I decided to group all the different types of animals that we have to number of legs. Okay, so if we look at this group with 4 legs, there's a lot of animals in this group. Okay, how could we show how could we count how many animals there are? What could we use? We looked at it yesterday. It begins with a T. That's it, we can use tally marks, can't we? So I'm going to count the animals with the tally. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, let's double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12 animals had 4 legs. That's a lot of animals in that group. What about this group? How many tally marks will I need to put for this group? You see a person, there's a penguin, there's an ostrich, a robin, and lastly, a chicken. 5 tally marks. So that shows when we look at that, see straight away it's 5 in that group. And finally, the last group, you won't even have to count this. You can look at that and you can tell me that there are, 2. So using tally marks is a really good way of showing the number of animals in a group, of keeping count of the number of animals in a group. Okay, and then when we've got these tally marks, we can then use the tally marks, and we can put them into a table. This is what scientists use to show their results. They use what we call a table, and this sets it out really clearly. So in my table here, you can see that I've got the group. So we had a 4-leg group of animals, one with 2 legs and one with no legs. Then it says tally. So that's why we tally how many is in each group. And then it says total. Okay, so I'll show what we're doing total in a minute. So if we go back to this group up here, do you remember how many we had in that group? Let's have a look. We had 5 and 5 is 10. We had 12. So our tallies go in our table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And how many more do I need? 10, 12, 2 more, 11, 12. So altogether I have 12, and that is what I put in the total here, because that is the total number of animals with 4 legs. So let's go on to the next group of animals, which is 2 legs, and this is up here. And we have 1 lady, 1 penguin, 1 ostrich, 1 robin, and a chicken. That is 5. Remember, we crossed the gate on the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what number we've got here? What's my total altogether? Yeah, it's 5. And finally, the last one. How many animals there with no legs? 1, 2. And so what number goes in here in my total? Yeah, it's 2. So today what you can do is you can use your sheet. Excuse that, it's popping up my computer. You can use the sheet with a table on it. You can either put the tally marks in to show how many animals were in the groups that you decided to do, or if you haven't got that anymore, that's fine. You can use Mrs. McLean's groups, okay, but later, you're going to be completing your own table, showing how many animals you found in your groups. So you might have split your groups into hot and cold places, big and small animals, animals with fur, animals with skin, animals with scales. I don't know what groups you did, but you can show them really clearly in your own table today. And then what we're going to do, once we've got this table, we're going to something really scientific. And we can use the table with this information here. We can turn it into something we call a pictogram. Okay, and a pictogram uses pictures. So as you can see up the side here, it says number of animals. And so it's got numbers, and I go all the way to 12. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that's because there were 12 pigs. There were 12 pigs. Not 12 pigs, it was 12 animals that had 4 legs. Now, in a pictogram, what you do is you use a picture to show or represent something. So I've used one pig to represent one animal. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clip a couple of these pigs off, and then we're going to make sure that we've got the right number on, so that help you to understand how you're going to do your pictogram today. Okay, so we're going to start with here. Down here it says 2 legs. So how many animals had 2 legs? So let's have a look at 2 legs. Go across. We've got 5. So we need 5 piggies. 1, 2, 3. We've only got 3. How many more pigs do I need to make 5? 3. I need 2 more, 4, and I need 5. Now you can see clearly that 5 animals had 2 legs. That's how we read the graph. Now 4 legs, it was a big number, wasn't it? 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I think I've gone wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we're up to 10. 10. So how many more? 10, 11, 12. I need 2 more piggies. So 1 and another 1, 2. So now we can clearly see that 12 animals had 4 legs. And lastly, how many animals had no legs? You got it, it's 2. So we go 1 and 2. That's it. Just excuse me, I'll close the door a moment. Sorry, children, my children are making a noise in the background. And 2. So how many animals had no legs? We've got 1, not in the right place, and 2. Okay, so what you can then use this pictogram for is you can use it to look at and see which groups of animals had the most in. So which group of animals has the most in? Which group of animals had the most in? Let's have a look. So this is the most, and it's 4 legs. So most animals had 4 legs. Okay. What about the least? Which has got the least? Which group has the least in? Yep. So no legs, 2. So fewest animals had, no legs, not 2 legs. So the fewest animals had no legs. Only 2 animals had no legs. And finally, 2-legged animals. Our pictogram shows us that 5 animals had 2 legs. So you can use your pictograms to say sentences about what you found out. So today what I'd like you to do is, you probably need some help from your carers at home, but I would like you to use the sheet that I've given. There's 2 sheets. So if you would like to do your own groupings from yesterday that you did and your tally marks, that is brilliant. You use those, you put your group names in here, and you put your tallies in and your total. And then you can use your table to make your own pictogram. Now I've given the outline of the pictogram with the numbers on. So all you need to put in is your name of your groups, and either draw in circles or a picture of an animal for each one, or have also put some little piggies on a piece of paper that you can print out and you can stick on. Okay, so if you were doing animals from warm and cold places, you would have cold places here and warm places here. And then if you had 10 animals from cold places, you would draw in or stick on 10 piggies. Okay? Again, so you will need some help today. It's pretty tricky stuff, and I know actually that my little boy who's in year 2 is doing pictograms at the minute. But I thought that as we were doing it, it was really worthwhile to show you the table and the pictogram, because that's what you found, and we're being scientists this week. So we've explored, we found something out, and then we're showing it. So once you've done your pictogram, then what you can do is you can use it to tell whoever's at home about which group of animals had the most in it and which groups of animals had the fewest in it. So in mine, the most animals were in the group with 4 legs. So most animals had 4 legs, and the fewest animals had no legs. And there were 5 animals with 2 legs. So once you've done your table and completed your pictogram, then you can say, and some of you might even want to write the sentence to show what your pictogram shows. Okay, I really look forward to seeing what you've done on Tapestry. Thank you, parents, for all your help. We really, really do appreciate it. It's half term, so have a really well-deserved week off. And hopefully we'll all be back to school really, really soon. I know that I'm missing all the children that are in school. I really am. So hopefully really soon we'll all be back together. Keep up the good work. You're all doing an amazing job, including parents and carers and anybody that's looking after them. We really, really do appreciate you. Thank you ever so much. I will see you later. Have fun. Work hard. Yeah, and I'll see you soon.